Get registered for that. WBIR.com, register on the contest page under the features. And happy birthday to my pal, Holly Thompson, who celebrates a birthday today. Holly, I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll keep you updated in the 10 News Traffic Center. Guys?
All right, Ed, thanks. Well, it is finally here. Microsoft's newest operating system called Windows 7, and it will be released tomorrow. Our tech expert, Dan Thompson from Claris Networks, joins us to talk about what we can expect. Good to see you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I know a lot of people interested in this. Give us some of the things that it has improved on. Security, one of them?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's a great place to start. Always my favorite topic is the security features of the operating system. So with Windows Vista, which was the last operating system, Microsoft released a new idea called User Account Control, also known as UAC. You probably remember it as that annoying little pop-up that asks you, are you sure you want to do everything that it is you're trying to do? Apple got tons of mileage making fun of this thing, and let's just be honest, it was a little hard to get used to. So the default was people would go in and just turn it off. Now, what Microsoft wasn't good at communicating was that if you turn UAC off, you're also disabling a lot of other security features such as Internet Explorer Protected Mode, which is designed to help us stay protected from internet viruses, spyware, and things like that. So it was overall a bad thing to turn this thing off. Well, with Windows 7, Microsoft has heard our cries, and they've made it more easy to customize this thing, and you can customize when and how it alerts you, things like that, so that the users will tend to not turn it off, maybe just lower it so it's not as annoying and popping up all the time. It's a good and it's a big win for users with this new operating system. Now also they've made improvements to Windows Firewall. They're also releasing a new free antivirus and anti-spyware program to go along with this thing. So I think it's going to be really solid security-wise. It's going to be easier than ever to keep this thing locked down and make sure it's going to be running good and safe for us for a long time.
All right, what about user experience?
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to know, right? This is the first impression of when you sit down with this thing. What does this thing look like? So if you've been using Windows Vista, you're going to feel right at home. It looks very similar. Microsoft has actually invested a lot into the user experience, so it's a logical progression from Windows Vista. They've actually made it easier to get to some of the things you do more often, so that you'll notice that the menus are improved. There's fewer clicks to get to some of those tasks that you like doing a lot. Now, if you're still using Windows XP, or heaven forbid you're still on Windows 2000 or Windows 98, it's time to upgrade, guys. This migration over to Windows 7 from a user perspective is going to be a lot easier. It's going to make more sense to you and things like that. Now, along with that conversation goes, well, what about all my software? Is it going to be compatible? And the answer is hopefully yes. That's delightfully vague, right?
Yeah.
Well, with Windows 7, Microsoft has also put a lot of effort into the compatibility of backwards compatible software. So older things that may not have run on Vista, they've done a lot of work to make it work on Windows 7. Something to keep your eye out for is going to be Windows XP mode. I'm going to be talking about this on the blog here soon, and what this is going to do is allow you to run older software that may not work at first go around, so you won't have to make a lot of investments there in software upgrades.
Okay, real quickly, what's the price on this?
Okay, price, that's a great question. It's going to start out around $119 for upgrades, and then if you've bought a new PC recently, keep an eye on like Dell and Toshiba's website. You may be able to get it for free.
All right, very good, Dan. Always great seeing you. Good advice. Stay with us. More 10 News Today coming up.